They got me feeling like I'm academics.
They're trying to run this narrative like, yo, Shannon Sharpe is like spiraling, bro. Did y'all see this clip? Look at this. I think that's Joe Johnson. You got Chad Ochocinco in the middle, and then Unc over here. Look.
I only heard from two teams. Guess what the two teams that called me, Ocho, say, what's your phone number? Where you going to be?
Who that?
Shut the fuck up. Next door.
Look at this nigga face right here.
I only heard from two teams. Guess what the two teams that called me, Ocho, say, what's your phone number? Where you going to be?
Who that?
Shut the fuck up. Next door.
Look at his face like.
Cincinnati Bengals was one.
He's like, nobody ain't see that?
One.
Now, I got to watch this in context. Because I know when it rains and pours, they'll try to get all type of shit on you. And let me see. I think it's nightcap, right? Let's see if we can figure it out. Wasn't this? Hold on. I'm going to try to find the nightcap link. Okay. Right here. I see.
And you got to have some talent. You know what I mean?
Let
me
try to find
the Patriot way. How's the Patriot way without Tom Brady, Ocho?
The culture can be, tight, strict, whatever the case may be. But if you ain't got
right here.
Only heard from two teams. Guess what the two teams that called me, Ocho, say, what's your phone number? Where you going to be?
Who that?
Shut the fuck up. No.
Wait, hold on. I heard there was like a little backstory to this.
Next door. Cincinnati Bengals was one.
Hey.
And the Seattle Seahawks.
And you ain't go to neither one of them.
They ain't want your boy.
Hey, I'm telling you, Shador.
Did he explain? What the fuck?
Shador, it's Shador's.
Who is he talking to?
It's a blessing. It's a blessing, Unc. They haven't had a quarterback in.
Yeah, this nigga was like, yo, he had the face of, I heard everything they said about you, but it took me to see you do this. Whatever they said about you is true. They said it's his hotel neighbors. He was shouting at the hotel?
Either one of them.
They ain't want your boy. Shut the fuck up. Ocho say, what's your phone number? Where you going to be?
Who that?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, look at his face is priceless.
Next door. Cincinnati Bengals.
Yo, one thing with Chad Ocho, man, he act like he don't see none of that shit.
One.
Hey.
He was talking to the guy next door? Huh? He said at the end of the show? Let me see.
Seattle Seahawks.
And
where he should have. The team thought he should go.
Wave. I ain't gonna be in the third wave.
Everest is about 50.
Get it out. Boy, I know when somebody trying to pull the wool over my eyes, boy.
I had one of them.
Hey, listen, it's been a little short time since we all been hanging out, man, but I'm starting to figure out what's going on around here. Hey, listen, I got two ears and one mouth for a reason, okay? I'm going to listen twice.
You figured it out, Joe?
Man, listen, I done figured it out. Boy, I know when somebody trying to pull the wool over my eyes. Boy, I know what's going on.
Hey, Joe, one thing about I got the picture. Hold on. I got the picture. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a picture on mine.
But you do realize, Ocho, in order for him to do that, he's from that region.
But also, as probably the Sharpe that did it, I guarantee that's him.
Who you taking?
I'm be in the back. I'll let y'all know right now. I'm gonna be in the back.
Wait, when did he say it was the neighbor?
And I'm at 50 dudes. Man,
you know the funny part is about it, Unc and Joe. I don't think people have seen gorillas. They look at YouTube, they look at the zoo. How hypothetically you think it can happen?
You got to be sacrificed or something.
Be all the way in the back, because when they had a funeral, somebody got to be there to tell the story. Jake gave it.
Spears, no knife. Oh, Guys, y'all asked me what the neighbor told me. He said, "Be quiet over there." I said, "Shut the fuck up."
Wait,
okay. That's what he was talking about.
Forgetting about all that, man. Please.
Oh, guys, y'all asked me what the neighbor told me. He said, "Be quiet over there." I said, "Shut the fuck up."
Wait, who told you to be quiet?
But I was joking. Next door neighbor.
Hey,
I'm surprised because normally I don't have anybody next to me.
hey, tell him to come. Hey, knock on the thing and tell him to come to on camera.
No, he sleep now.
That'd be dope though.
he sleep now.
Tell him to come on camera, Unc.
Leave it over here.
That'd be dope.
All right, we're gonna get you out of here with this one. Now it's time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q and A.
Hey, don't let him punk you, Unc. Keep screaming. Cause you whispering now.
Cause that's exactly what I do. When people be laughing and joking, I go knock right on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Connor with a K.
Okay, so people are making a mountain out of a molehill. Yo, it's kind of crazy now because everything that Shannon Sharpe do is going to be taken in the worst possible way, right? So I seen that kind of being ran on, these social media platforms like, yo, we told you, all that Uncle Shay shit, that shit just a show. He really he upset and he's aggressive. That's like the narrative they try to do. Hold on one second. Yo, I ain't even gonna lie to you. This what this reminded me of. Well, not that particular clip, but did you see this motherfucking clip right here? They got this nigga doing the fucking electric slide like a goddamn silverback gorilla, man. Y'all talking about 100 gorillas versus man. Look at this nigga, man. This nigga got no rhythm. This is how you know he been fucking with white women all his life. This nigga's used to unseasoned chicken. My boy don't got nothing called rhythm. Look at this. Nigga, this was the closest thing Shannon been to call a cookout, nigga. This is not even a cookout, nigga. This is just a meetup. This nigga, Shannon Sharpe, never been to a cookout a day in his life. He probably been to a couple bar mitzvahs. He probably been to some other shit, but ain't no goddamn way this nigga been to any type of cookout a day in his life. Yo, the nigga was doing the shit like he was in the Matrix. He was like this. Yo. This nigga like he was doing Zumba. Yeah, after I see him do this move, I'm like, maybe him and the stylist was. Hold on now. I ain't gonna lie to you. They definitely got my boy looking like, yo, Unc is kind of like, he's a sports version of Terry Crews. The black dude who kind of, is like he black, but you get what I'm saying, right? Nah, man, this nigga is moving like he in a spin class. This is what happened when Dr. Umar gives the fucking antidote to his bunny hopping. Put him around a bunch of black melanated folks, and my nigga look like he about to melt like Play-Doh, man. This nigga look like he don't know what to do. He's like, where are the snow bunnies? This nigga like he taking a 101 class in how to be black again, man. Yo, Shannon, it's all good, brother. It's all good. Doing the electric slide and all these type of line dances, you know what I mean? You should have started with electric slide should be kind of easy still. Well, actually, I don't know how to do electric slide. But everybody know how to do the candy dance. Tastes like candy. I can't. Everybody should know that. You know they should have started him with. They should have started that nigga Shannon here. This is the easiest line dance. Even a dummy could do this. This is where they should have started with. You can't start with the electric slide because they don't give you the directions good enough. They should have started him off with this. Right here. They should start him off with this. Right here.
Hi, this is
Right
Rachel.
here, right here.
Clap your hands.
Oh, what the fuck?
Clap.
Oh, the Cupid Shuffle fire too. Wait, what the fuck? Here we go. Yeah, they should start.
All right, now,
They should start this nigga off with this, man. Even white people got this rhythm going.
we're going to do the basic step.
Clap your, like, you got to tell them what to do. Clap your hands, 2 steps to the right.
Right foot, let's start.
Even this nigga got more rhythm than Shannon Sharpe. And then you go to Cupid Shuffle. Yeah, you go to Cupid Shuffle, right? Down,
We're here in
down,
downtown.
do your dance, do your dance. Down, do your Up with that. The election slide some old nigga shit. I don't know how to do that shit either. But I think it's more than him not knowing how to do the dance, because you could freestyle some shit on a line dance. You just can't be looking so robotic. But it might be the muscles. He got mad muscles. Pause. He got too much fucking muscles. That's why he probably came across looking like that. That's not electric slide, though. What's the name of that song they be using? It's the Electric Boogie. Yeah, this is the song for it. Yeah. That's what electric comes. Yo, as a DJ, best part of any like little function you're DJing, you just put on the line dance shit. You just start hyping it up, because that's the only time you get people to leave their plate and come in the middle of the dance floor. The old people get up, you know what I mean? If you do a reunion or a cookout, trust me, this is what you like. You got to have a fire set of songs for after the line dances, though. Because the line dance, everybody going to grab each other, pull each other to the dance floor, everybody dancing. And then now you got to set it off. After you're done with the line dances, you got to set it off with some shit. So you got to play some shit from like the late 80s or 90s, but it got to be something that everybody knows. Maybe a Michael Jackson song. You got to play some shit that will keep them on the dance floor. It's a whole little, thing about it. But yeah, Unk fucking up right here. Apparently this video is old too. It just kind of shows how much people want to just paint Shannon Sharpe as being a fucking weirdo. And by the way, here's the thing too, man. Shannon Sharpe, like, y'all know who Shannon Sharpe remind me of? He's just the blacker version of, we said Terry Crews, but you know who he remind me of? Braxton, nigga. Braxton from Jamie Foxx show, dancing. Like, no fucking rhythm. Look, right here. Look. Right here.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to watch a little.
Here we go.
Pick off. Go at it, huh?
Get up, you want to up it? How about this? Michael Flatley, Lord of the Dance.
I ain't gonna lie, even Braxton got more rhythm than this motherfucker. Shannon Sharpe. Oh, never mind. He got way more rhythm. He doing the Mike Jack dance. Hey, shit. All right, Jamie. Jamie, you know you can't do that dance better than Chris Tucker, though. Chris Tucker killed all the Michael Jackson shit. Yeah, it's some Terry Crews shit. Yeah, I guess Terry Crews. Terry Crews dancing. Let's see.
I have the best robot.
I ain't gonna lie, Terry Crews got more rhythm than this nigga. Oh, shit.
Where's Latrell?
Nah, he got more rhythm than Unk.
Oh, hey!
And Terry Crews at the happy place.
Nah, Terry Crews got more rhythm than Unk. Unk ain't passing the bar with this shit. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This shit look too crazy. This shit look too crazy, bro.
For you and say, 'cause when you are rocking down the hall, it's so good to see you.
Oh, hey!
All right, yeah.
You know what? You know what? You know if you can't close.
All right, that's kind of like how Unc moving. Yeah, Unc dancing like he working out. Yeah, he dancing like he working out. That's the problem. Okay. I need to go on whose show? Hold on, chat. What happened? Let me see. Did it fix it?
One in L.A.
Oh, okay, maybe it's fixed.
This warehouse gonna be for the neighbors called. Man, that woman was admitted into the mental asylum. Was in the neighborhood when their kids was in. Cater to him to get him to make 2 or 3 cars. About the cousin nigga. So getting booed. So we show up on.
I want to play what he's saying about Shannon and I go get my dogs.
Life out here like you know. We go to build. Dion me when he left Colorado, left Jackson State.
Oh, you talking about
nigga,
Shador. Hold on.
You know, during that time, I'm with the FUBU talk. My people, so nigga, I let them wire me up with the hashtag HBCU. So they got me hashtag HBCU in it. Then all of a sudden, hashtag Colorado blood. Nigga, y'all gonna lead it. And I done developed a relationship with the kids on the Jackson State football team. So they messaged me, I'm Unc. So nigga, them kids were hurt. So I'm with the kids. And he done evoked my own childhood abandonment issues. Like my daddy done left me again. Me and some of these kids done come up, man, they come to the school just to be up under Dion leadership and had it, and he done left them. And then the one he took with him, fired him off. Man, yeah, come on, man. Yeah, no, but I'm on the sideline looking. I'm in my feelings about my childhood abandonment issues based on the fact that I'm connected to the kids he done abandoned. So it was easy for me, man, Dion, that boy, man. Oh, yeah, leave me say that.
You mentioned facts about most black people, and are you trying to bring awareness to the lack of education in the black community?
Yeah. Black kids supposed to be learning how to work guns at 3 and 4 years old. The black woman let her go in her closet and walk around in her house shoes, and I mean her high heel. Let her walk through the hair and play with her stuff. Let her go in them, and she won't say, "Boy, get out them." But let him have a little toy, and don't be pointing at other people. It's a toy. Why he can't point at the man? Point that and play like you. Boy, they'll whoop you for that. Even nigga, boy, don't be pointing. What's the problem with a kid pointing? What, man? It's a toy gun. Pointing at him, act like he goes. So I'm nigga didn't Kurt man pointing at the kid, act like he goes. And then when you fall and play dead, oh, you got me. That's how we played cops and robbers. Now all of a sudden we done become so murderer we can't point the gun playing, man. So now the little boy, the black boy, he don't never get to play with it. What about the cowboy holster with the little silver? You got the cowboy hat. Come on now. The police bad. So we go strip our kids of not having no access to. You don't get the little cowboy horse with the stick and the rifleman gun. You don't buy him. So he don't get it. So we grow up being shielded from playing with only to be fascinated and intrigued by them. So the first time we get one, we and don't know what to do. early teen, late teen. Now we don't, but because we're intrigued by them. So we don't know safety and we don't know rights. And we sure don't know this is used for hunting. We don't know home self-defense. We think we get a to kill and hurt people. If you got to play with them long for them, you have an understanding that nigga, these really hurt people. And this ain't what you, so white kids learn that by way of hunting. They might be 7 years old. They 7-year-old birthday, they got their first little BB gun.
All right, that was quick. Those were the girls I let in. Penny, Princess. Okay. All right. I don't know if he said anything that you guys were entertained by. Y'all still hanging in there with me? Give me something to talk about. Let me see. Must be missing something, bro. LeBron got sent home. What did he say? Wait, somebody just DM me about something. Let me see. Oh, this I was trying to do. Dr. Umar breaks the silence. Here we go.
Artificial breasts. It bothered me because, as you know, me and Shannon Sharpe have had some back and forths over the internet. Never directly, but obviously me speaking to him and him speaking to me about, you know, his position that he don't date black women and that he prefers Caucasians. And of course, being who I am, respecting all women, no matter what the color, but I believe black men need to be with black women. And given the fact that Sean Puffy Combs finds himself in a situation he's in, and R. Kelly finds himself in a situation he's in, and Bill Cosby finds himself in a situation he's in, and of course, Sean Carter freeing himself from false allegations that Tony Busby had lodged against him, you would think that in the aftermath of all of these...
Hold on. I think I found the clip. This is what I wanted to play. Right here. TikTok.com. So the player here, chat. Look at this. Right here. Look at this.
Conversation. It sounds like a setup. Mm-hmm. But if you sit back and look at the overall situation, you say this ain't no setup. This is a nigga who been in the league and been amongst elite blacks and white people for most of his life. Mm-hmm. He live in a white community. He been around white people for over 30 years. Boy got a thing for white pussy. He like young white pussy. He really want to fuck a 17-year-old, but he can't. He fuck a 18-year-old or 20-year-old. So here it is, he at the gym working out. He's showing up at the gym with them big old black legs, that big old dick print showing in them sweatpants, squatting, sweating out his ass with them big old muscles. Now here it is, this little white girl over there on the treadmill. They making eye contact. Who set that up? Who put her there? Who put him there? And who knew they was gonna be attracted to each other to start fucking? Who set that up? Now, if you watch his interview and you sit back and listen to him and Ocho Cinco talk, and he talk about what he do and what he don't do, well, you see he a weenie with the women. He really mean to women. You sit back, man, I don't do this, I don't do, nah, man, you mean to women. Nigga, you ain't no Mac. You ain't no nigga, you don't even know how to sweet talk women. So you see he really a weenie to women. He just got a big old black dick with the big old muscle. But he's not a charming man. You see, man, he mean, nigga, authoritative, and he regimented. Yeah, no, he's not appealing. So the white girl just playing off the big black dick, the big black cock. He ain't handsome. He ain't the handsomest big black nigga in the world, and he look like a gorilla. Big black gorilla, silverback. And he mean. So she figures she getting this big black dick, but in the process of getting this big old black dick, he mean fucking her. I'm gonna choke you when I see you tomorrow. Man, nigga, just fuck her. That's how. Yeah, this is baby. You trying to. So she don't want to be treated like a grown woman. She just wants this big old black dick and let her be irresponsible. He trying to make her responsible and all that other. So now ain't nobody set that up, man. That nigga, he just shoving that big old black dick. Conversation.
Yo, man, that guy's hilarious.
Sex assault cases that's going on that Shannon Sharpe or any black male celebrity for that matter will conduct themselves in a more responsible manner. So I'm not here to beat a man when he's down, obviously, because as I've made it clear on social media, okay, to the disappointment of many, I stand with Shannon Sharpe. And I stand with Shannon Sharpe, Art, for one reason and one reason only. And that is because what he did in having a relationship with a 19-year-old snow bunny is not illegal. And so dealing with the American court system, morals has no place in it. Morals have no place in American law. If it did, we would have never been enslaved. So in a court of law, it's about whether you broke the law. It's not about whether what you did was right or wrong. And so I'm standing with Shannon Sharpe because I don't want to see his life destroyed like Puff, like Kelly, like they tried to do to Carter, like they've done to Cosby. I don't want to see this happen to another man. And because she was not legally a child, although too young for nearly all of us to feel comfortable with a man of his age dating her, it was not against the law for him to be with this 19-year-old. So what do we know about this situation? According to Gabriella Zuniga, she met Shannon Sharpe at a gym in Los Angeles approximately 2 years ago, 2023. Now, Shannon alleges that he tried to present her with an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, which every celebrity should require from anyone they engage with. Well, guess what, Art? She decides she's not going to sign the NDA. That right there was a warning to Shannon Sharpe that this 19-year-old, who you shouldn't be dating anyway because of her age, because of her race, you need to end this. If she don't want to sign an NDA dating a celebrity, you know what that means. That means if this doesn't go her way, she's going to expose you. Shannon Sharpe should have ended it right there. The problem was she fit his type. Obviously, Uncle Shay, he likes Caucasian women, as we all know, and he likes them very skinny, which I didn't know. And the reason I'm saying that is the pictures that are floating around the internet on Gabrielle Asu Ninjas is the pictures of a very petite Caucasian woman who, not being disrespectful when I say this, appears to be built like a 13, 14, 15-year-old child. She doesn't appear to be developed like a woman. She doesn't appear to be a woman who's in childbearing age. There's no curves on that body. There's no lumps on that body. And according to her, allegedly, Shannon Sharpe told her that if she would lose enough weight for him, he would buy her some artificial breasts. Now, that's very puzzling to me, Art, because she's already extra skinny, extra petite, no booty, no breasts, no nothing. Why would you want her to lose any more weight? So from that, we can gather that Shannon Sharpe's type is an extra pale, extra skinny Caucasian. He definitely don't like them 5'5" thick in the thighs like Dr. Umar. He don't want butter almond.
5'5" thick in the thighs like Dr. Umar.
He don't want butter pecan. He don't want fudge, cinnamon, mahogany. He don't even want African vanilla, African butterscotch, African lemonade. He wants some pale and skinny. I want him brown chocolate and curvy. So anyway, they engage in this BDSM relationship. It appears that both of them allegedly are sadomasochistic. They are into BDSM behavior, bondage, domination, submission, and humiliation. That's what BDSM means. Now, some people are asking the question, Art, why didn't Shannon find someone a little older? Why didn't Shannon, with his money and his fame, find an older white woman or older black woman, even if you went with your 30s, even if you went with your 20s? Why didn't Shannon, with his money and fame, get a woman who was a little bit more mature? I'm going to tell you why I think he didn't get a woman who was a little bit more mature, Art. Number one, he's not interested in women who are a little bit more mature. But also, Art, you and I know that if you get you a sophisticated black woman, and I'm assuming it's the same for the Snow Bunny Mafia, but if you get you a sophisticated black woman, she ain't going to be doing all that freaked out stuff early on in the relationship. You're going to have to earn that if you get it at all, if you understand what I'm saying. Ain't no black woman I know, not no black woman of respect, whether she's a celebrity or regular working class sister with a 9-to-5 trying to make ends meet. She is not going to be engaging in BDSM behavior unless you put a ring on it. You're either going to put a ring on it or you're going to pay her up front. And it appears that in Shannon's relationship with Gabriella, he wasn't taking care of her financially, Art. It does not appear that he was taking care of the Snow Bunny financially, because if he was, why are there texts of her asking him for $10,000? If you are a multi-millionaire celebrity.
Nah, I think he was taking care of her. I think he was taking care of her. I do. Honestly, I think he was taking care of her. One thing I add on to what Dr. Umar is saying, a lot of these women, like Gabrielle Zuniga, they're brainwashed by TikTok and these social media platforms that it's not about getting their hair paid for, getting their rent paid, maybe their car payment or insurance. They think life or dating a celebrity is getting cars constantly. They think it's $100,000 gifts. They watch other celebrities give off that illusion. So when they get around their girlfriends get in their head. Damn, why he not giving you a bag? Yo, you ain't see what Jada got from Lil Baby? You ain't see what Ari got from Moneybagg Yo? Like, not saying that she's a white girl, so she's not using those people. But in the world of celebrity, and trust me, the majority of women, regular women who date a celebrity, they start to look at, and don't I tell you, the reason why Shade Room exists, Shade Room is more popular than any male blog because of women wanting to feel like they're you gotta remember, so the celebrity world started with people who actually do shit. Then this quasi-parallel celebrity world started with the people who dated the people who do shit. So there's so many more people that could identify with the person who's with the celebrity than being a celebrity. So they then start looking at those people's lifestyles, and then they get brainwashed to think, oh, that's like, for example, Boston Richie girl. Somebody was showing me this nonsense recently. Boston Tatiana Chanel. She on TikTok. She's on TikTok. She's 19 years of age. And she has a shit ton of female fans who only celebrate how much she flexes on other women about what she got from the guy. And keep in mind, she's not alleging that guy abused her. But all she does is flex about how well she was put up and treated. Like, for example, I've seen, this is probably private here, IG model T Room or whatever. Why do I know this Twitter name or this Instagram name? They basically, it's still open. They posted, or was it them? Or maybe it was the other IG page. They posted that she was spotted in the dude's car. She was driving a Corvette. Apparently, he has a Corvette. The nigga's locked up over something he did to her. So, and you should see chicks in the comments. They're like, oh, she's still having it her way. Like, again, granted, this is some ghetto shit. You know what I mean? Little white girls like that probably not looking into that. But it is that celebrity mentality where I guarantee Uncle Shay was paying for necessities, but women that date celebrities, they especially young ones, they're usually thinking that they're gonna get $5,000-$10,000 of cash, shopping sprees. They think of a different type of lifestyle. So I actually disagree with Dr. Umar. I think he was definitely taking care of this woman. But what taking care of a woman means when you're a celebrity is different. Paying her bills, nah. She gonna be like, well, if you pay her bills and she don't got a Chanel bag, she gonna be like, well, what the fuck are you doing for me? Right? Because in her mind, being with a celebrity opens her up to access of tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Do you get what I'm saying, chat? Like, again, these women are brainwashed. Like, this again, I'm vehemently disagreeing with Umar on this point, because taking care of a woman, first of all, $50,000. If you're talking about just taking care of a woman, $50,000 takes care of a woman for a year. Like, you tell me you can't pay her rent, her car, her this, her that. But women almost consider that as basic needs. Like, oh, that's the basic. You're a celebrity. Now I need $10,000 to go blow in the mall. I need this purse. I saw this shit on TikTok shop. I want this too. And also I need some money to go flex on my other girls because I got to let them know I'm dating a baller. You get what I'm saying?
Celebrity. King of the Black podcast amongst the celebrities. You on, News One, you're on First Take with Stephen A. Smith. You on ESPN. Fox used to be on Fox Sports, whatever the case may be. You got money. Why is your side piece, your jump off, why are you not taking care of her? He broke the first rule.
Cap. I guarantee he was paying for her apartment. Cap, bro. Cap. And also, he's missing some context. Her asking for that $50,000 was asking for that as an apology for her catching him cheating. So none of that has to do with taking care of her. That's what I'm saying. Now she's dating a guy she knows got it. She starts to look at apologies as money, monetary compensation. Give me this lump sum. And I'm pretty sure he's probably dropped the bag on her and bought her this and that, maybe some nice stuff. But now, because she looks at him as a walking wallet, that's what he's saying,
Of being a player as a celebrity. You keep them happy so they don't destroy you. You keep them happy.
I disagree vehemently with that too. A woman like Gabrielle Zuniga will always go bad on you. Like, it's just only a matter of time. And you hope it's a ticking time bomb. You're dealing with. It's like in rush hour when they're trying to get they're trying to disarm the bomb, and you just hope that it just kind of, however it ends, it don't end with your embarrassment.
Happy so they don't.
Because in the relationship, she's openly asking him for money, and it seems almost extortionate. So there's no way to keep that woman happy. There's no way to keep her happy. She'll always want more, or use the fact that you're bending to her needs as asking for more shit.
Expose you, and he was not taking care of her financially. That was a big mistake.
That's cap.
But she was okay with that, Art. Why?
No, she wasn't.
Because it appears that Gabriella allegedly was looking forward to having Shannon Sharpe's baby.
Oh my God. I can't believe I'm disagreeing so much with Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar, she was using the baby thing as secure in the future. She wasn't a wholesome girl just trying to have his kid. He brought her to his Beverly Hills mansion, or wherever his mansion was at. He brought her to the mansion first day. She went up in there. She's seen what type of time it was. She's seen the cars, the jewelry, whatever. She's seen it. He probably start breaking her, like, probably not giving her money on some escort shit, but like, I'll pay for this for you. I'll pay for that for you. Right? Because he probably wants her to be more available. Trust me, chat. Like, oh, okay, all right. Yeah, I'll get your apartment closer to me. I don't want you to drive 2 hours to see me. Yo, you can live in this apartment. It's only 20 minutes away. I guarantee he's doing that. Right? I'm telling you that women don't consider that you do nothing to them. Like, the ones that are going to date celebrities. Now, when he says, what's the last thing he said? He said, what he said?
Not taking care of her financially. That was a big mistake.
Okay. Oh, the baby thing. No. The baby thing is her trying to solidify her future. She's a woman. She's doing OnlyFans. She yearned to be seen with him, but he probably told her, hey, my public image, we can't be seen together. She wanted some type of tie to him. So she would say this baby shit, but it's not because of like she was just pure love. That was the secure the bag move.
But she was okay with that, Art. Why? Because it appears that Gabriella allegedly was looking forward to having Shannon Sharpe's baby.
And this is another reason I can't believe Dr. Umar said that. Dr. Umar, he met her at 18 years old or 19 years old. If she's that baby hungry for any nigga she likes, she would have been a teen mom. You tell me Shannon Sharpe, the first nigga she seen that she just want to have a kid with that bad? Because she was begging for the baby every 20 seconds. She's begging for the baby because of who she's with. And also to use that as a way to kind of probably put a wool over his eye on how much she's committed. Oh, no, I want to have a kid with you. I want to have a kid with you.
She kept talking about getting pregnant. And then Uncle Shay made another mistake because he says to her in the text message, if I still F with you around my birthday, if I still F with you around my birthday, you can remove the IUD. So Art, he's having unprotected sex with a 19-year-old OnlyFans model. Illegal? No. Stupid? Yes. But here's where it gets even more critical, Art. By telling her she can remove her IUD, if you still messing with her around your birthday, you're giving her false hope. You're giving her false hope. And what you're doing, Uncle Shannon Sharpe, is you're turning this from a transactional relationship with benefits, sex for cash, and you're turning this into a legitimate romance. When Shannon told her she can take out the IUD, which automatically implies it's okay for me to get pregnant now, you automatically led this woman into thinking she was going to have a long-term relationship with you that would involve a child. Now,
I do. So now he's getting back on the right track. I believe some of that's right, what he's saying. Yeah, I do think that, I think a lot of the reason she was with Shannon is because she knew he was this powerful celebrity with a lot of money, right? And I'm pretty sure, Shannon said he had season tickets to the fucking Lakers game. I'm pretty sure he probably told her, like, baby, I can't show up there with you, but, like, I'll give you the tickets when I'm not going, you go with your girl, right? I'm pretty sure he did that. Like, yo, baby, listen, right now I can't pop out with you, but when I'm not going, you could go courtside, right? And I'm pretty sure she's looking at it like, yo, that's my meal ticket. That's my meal ticket. Get me?
You and I know, Art, that something psychologically and emotionally had to be wrong with her, because why is a 19-year-old OnlyFans snow bunny thinking she's going to get married to or have a baby with Shannon Sharpe? It don't make sense. Why would he give you a baby and have to walk around letting the world know I impregnated someone younger than my own daughters, almost old enough to be my granddaughter? He's not going to do that. For her to think he would tells you that she had the mind of a child. Wishful thinking, imaginary thinking, without a lot of common sense and logic. So let's go further, Art. This whole time she's telling Shannon, I want this big black baby. She says, I always wanted.
Now, let me pause and I'll interject on some of what Dr. Umar is saying. Dr. Umar, we're dealing with a different generation. When you're talking about a woman who's 19, when she met him, probably now 21, I keep saying I just said about Coyle Ray and Trippie Redd. Women these days, they don't love bomb or they don't get love bombed with, oh, we're going to get married. Trust me on this. It's more about, I want to put a baby in you. So I think it was love bombing, but not contemporary young chicks that's in that life. They don't talk about, Shannon, are you going to marry me one day? I think she was saying the baby thing to establish that there was a long-term commitment, right? That they're going to be we going to be with each other for life. I think they even mentioned something like, we're going to be with each other for life. But they mentioned baby because the current crop of younger women and men, they don't talk marriage. It ain't like, oh, I'm going to marry you. Like, that don't even sound sexy. Bitch, I'm gonna put a baby inside of you. You get what I'm saying?
A black baby. Now, time out. Why does a 19-year-old snow bunny says she always wanted a black baby? You always wanted a black baby for what? Because you didn't want a black baby to raise it, because you're not black. Why would you want a black baby given the hell that black people suffer in this country? I believe she was trying to sweet talk him into the pregnancy. I believe she was trying to sweet talk him into the pregnancy. And then when she said, you better get used to it, she texted him, Art, and she said, you better get used to me, because once you put that big black baby in me, you ain't never getting rid of me. She said, you better get used to me, because after you put that big black baby in me, you ain't never getting rid of me. And I think that was the text message that scared Shannon Sharpe. When Shannon got that text message, when she said, after you put that big black baby in me, you ain't never getting rid of me, that's when he knew he was dealing with a psycho. And I think from that point forward, he started trying to separate, failing to realize that you didn't do this to no sister. You did this to a privileged white girl. OnlyFans model or not, she is a privileged white girl. What black men need to understand in America, Art.
I actually disagree a little bit with that. It's clear Shannon Sharpe thrives on this idea of power and control seen by some of his kinks. I think he loved when she's communicated like that she was yearning to have his child, even though he didn't really want to have a child with her. The reality, I think of it, is she piqued his interest for about a year or two. And Shannon, who had other women or who was always dealing with other women, he got interested in someone else, and probably his interest in her diminished, but hers never diminished in him. And it was probably an imbalance at that point. It feels like he was shooing her away. At first, he was liking some of the kinky shit she was saying. Then he was shooing her away when she kept, like, you know, being pressing, and she was like, not now, Gabby. Like, we'll talk about this another time. Right? What do I think was happening? He had other girls that he was interested in, probably running the same type of script on. They were talking to him like that. He was probably loving that love bombing, whatever shit going on. And he's a rich, powerful dude. He probably was running through a new snow bunny every year. Right? She was 3 years in by the time shit started going left. Or 2 years, or whatever the case is. I think he was dealing with somebody else. And it took for her the illusion bubble to be busted when she seen or heard the audio of him fucking somebody on Instagram Live. That's when the illusion bubble popped. Because I think she was trying her best to try to still, because she was sending a lot of ideas. You could tell, I told y'all, the kink was Shannon's. But the more Shannon already slutted her out. He was going on to other women. He wasn't going to stop there. Shannon probably been doing this with mad white women. She was probably wondering, damn, why am I seeing him less? She went from going to Shannon's house to Shannon would pop up every now and then and just fuck her. Remember, she's even asking in the text messages, yo, I'm so horny. She's begging for it. And you know what he says? It's 11 o'clock. It's too late. He's denying her. Shannon got other pussy. She's probably trying to figure it out, but she don't got no proof. She's like, what the fuck? And when she sees the video or the leak thing where he's fucking this other woman, she says, oh, this all makes sense now. The nigga ain't want to fuck me. At least at times we used to fuck. I constantly am suggesting like freaky things. Hey, what about this? What about this? He don't seem as interested no more. When he first met me, this nigga was hog-tying me to the fucking ceiling and fucking pissing on me. You get what I'm saying? But he don't do that no more. Yeah.
That they still don't understand. It doesn't matter if the white woman is homeless. It doesn't matter if the white woman is strung out on drugs. It doesn't matter if the white woman is a prostitute. It doesn't matter if the Caucasian is an OnlyFans model. She is still a white woman in America. And if she accused you of doing wrong, you will be brought down and disgraced as if you were accused by Hillary Clinton herself. And so Shannon Sharpe, not recognizing the political implications of this private sexual relationship, he gave her the weapons that she could use to destroy him. So first it started with, put your black baby gravy in me. And first of all, Art, I don't want us to gloss over the fact that she is objectifying this black baby that she wants to have. Why not just say, I want your baby? Why not just say, I want a beautiful baby? Why not just say,
I keep telling y'all, that's not on her. That's Shannon. I don't. She might have a racial element. Maybe she is racist. It's very clear Shannon's the type of dude that would probably request that she call him the N-word while they're fucking. It's clear to me that not only would Shannon would probably like getting his ass eaten, he probably would get whipped. I don't know. I'm making this up. But some of these things would make sense. These were his kink. And I think she carried on some of the kink outside the bedroom. Also, she knew how to placate to him because she was acting like she was all the way into all of this. And she would come with new ideas. Hey, shit, I just seen this. You want to try this? Then he started taking it outside the bedroom as well. And she was never really cool with it, so she started documenting it. Because that's why he would say to her, man, I would choke you in public. You would love that shit if I choke you in public. Choke the shit out of you. You don't got no choice in the fucking, man. I'm gonna choke the shit out. You know what I mean?
I want Shannon Sharpe's baby. No, I want you to put a big black baby.
So I think Shannon used to tell her that. Because you got to realize these niggas is so like fucked out and hornied out. Like Shannon probably fucked like 1,000 snow bunnies that look kind of like her in LA. He probably a freaky nigga that when he fucking, he got to almost like talk himself into coming. Like, bitch, I'm about to take this fucking dick. I'm about to, yo, call me the N-word. Bitch, I'm about to put this fucking big black baby. I think he's saying it to her and she be repeating it to him afterwards. I don't think that's her. You can't get me to believe that a 19-year-old naturally speaks that way and a grown-ass man who's not into that don't check her to say, baby, could you stop saying big black baby? Like, yeah, that's a little bit off. That's Shannon's terms. You about to get this big black baby up in you. Come on, take this dick. Take this dick. I'm telling you.
In me, she's almost calling him ugly. And she's almost calling the baby ugly too. But
whoa. How does big black means ugly? That better not be self-hate, Dr. Umar.
What I want black men to understand, not that black is ugly for us, Art, but black is ugly for them.
You're projecting.
And so what she's doing, she's objectifying this baby even before she's impregnated. And this is important because black men need to understand, Art, that white women don't like us. They fetishize us. White women don't like us. They fetishize us. And the problem with the Negro, the problem with the coon, the problem with these politically unconscious, sexually thirsty black male celebrities, Art, is they can't tell the difference between a white woman who favors you and a white woman who fetishizes you.
Okay, that's a good point.
White women don't favor black men. White women fetishize black men. So moving on, Art.
I think they do.
Tony Busby is suing Shannon Sharpe in court, Las Vegas, Nevada, Clark County, for his client, Gabriella Zuniga, I sue niggas, on 2 counts of civil violation. Number 1, he's being accused of intentional infliction of emotional distress. Intentional infliction of emotional distress. And number 2, he's being accused of 2 counts of sex assault. So you got intentional infliction of emotional distress and 2 counts of sex assault. Now, check this out, Art. Some people are asking the question whether or not I believe that the white power structure involved itself in this lawsuit. People are asking whether or not I believe the elites of the world put themselves or had some influence on this case. And I believe they did, Art. I'm going to tell you why. Gabriella allegedly told Shannon, let's back up. She sent Shannon a text, Art, and she said, I need $10,000. She sends Shannon a PayPal link for $10,000. Uncle Shay says, I don't hit the Cash App. I got 10 grand for you when I see you. Gabriella says, I need it now. I'm broke. Uncle Shay said, I'm not sending you no money electronic.
No, he didn't. She didn't say she's broke. She said, before you could see me, and this goes back into my theory of what happened was their relationship became more and more irregular. It feels like Shannon used to be fucking with her a lot. And then he starts slowing down. He started meeting other women, right? So he's done love bombing her, right? The Michelle shit happens. If you look at the timeline of the Michelle shit happened, she was still asking for an apology a month later. If they were locked in like that, that issue would have been at the forefront of all conversations a few days later. It's clear Shannon missed that old thing. She stopped fucking with Shannon, and Shannon wanted to get that old thing back. She probably posted some shit on the gram or maybe the OnlyFans. And he said, oh, that's my pussy. I need that shit back. So he hits her. He says, yo, let's link. I want, come on. She says, no, Shannon. Weren't you just on Instagram Live fucking somebody? You hurt my feelings. I don't want to come through no more. I'm good. Remember, her tone switched from, come fuck me. Remember, that's what she was saying when they were locked in a lot more. But she was noticing Shannon wasn't in no rush to fuck her. Shannon had other hoes. But then Shannon gets caught up with the Instagram Live shit. And Shannon's realizing maybe his hoes is leaving. And also, if you fuck a girl every day, don't fuck her for about a month and then hit it. And you're like, damn, that shit was fire. If you fuck a chick every day, that pussy will never be as fire as if sometimes you gotta take a week off. I'm gotta be honest. Nigga got a rotation going. Everybody know it. You know that one girl, you couldn't fuck her every day. She wouldn't hit that. It wouldn't hit like that. But every time you fuck her every third week, holy shit is hitting. Exactly. So Shannon tried to get up in there. She's hurt. She even says, I'm hurt. But then she tried to get him to pay. Shannon is like, nah, I got some bread for you. She knows Shannon is a finesser. Send the money first. Shannon know damn well he got PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Zelle. He got every fucking thing in a book. Bitcoin, anything. Shannon was trying to hit her with, one of these chat when you like, yo, as soon as I get her to the crib, I'm gonna fuck. I'll be able to fuck. I just got to get her over here. She been feeling like Shannon been using and abusing her now. Especially since he's kind of stopped fucking with her. Oh, he just hit me up for some pussy. So she's now trying to stand on business. I'm not coming over till you show me the money. FaceTime me with the money right now. FaceTime me with the money. Take a picture of the money. That's what's going on. We all know. Am I not breaking that shit? That's exactly what happened, bro. That's why she's so insistent on the money, and that's why Shannon was trying to finesse it on some, I don't got it. Oh, then he hit her with the, I got cash, so you need to come here to get it. She would have came there, Shannon would have whipped that thing out this is what I got for you, this big dick. Come on, let's get to it. She know that finesse by him. That's the Uncle Shay finesse. Tell you.
Electronically, 10K when I see you. So guess what she does, Art? Gabriella tells Shannon, take a picture of the 10,000 and text it to me. Guess what she was doing, Art? When she asked Shannon Sharpe to send her a picture of the $10,000, she was setting him up right then. She was setting him up with the 10K. What do I mean, Art? Prostitution is illegal in Clark County, Nevada. Prostitution.
She never said, give me money. The money was not specified for what. Even though I know it says $25K per cheek. The context of the message definitely reads, hey, the money's for an apology. Okay? nothing says the money is for sex. Now, you could probably interpret it both ways. I'm interpreting it the way I just said.
Is illegal in most states. So the reason she wanted,
and also women, a lot of women wouldn't. I don't think that woman would try to set it up like she's a prostitute, because them OnlyFans girls, most of them be feminists. They actually resent any idea or notion that they're prostitutes. They actually believe like they're not even really sex workers. They're just like, I just take pictures in my bedroom. That's it. Oh, I just play with my toy. Like, they don't really accept what they're doing as what it is, sex work. So for them to be like they're setting up Shannon Sharpe by now playing the role of a prostitute, well, prostitution is also illegal. I believe everywhere except Clark County. Let me say, is prostitution legal in Clark County, Vegas? No, it's not illegal. So why would she set him up in a prostitution almost attempt when you're setting yourself up to? Because yes, soliciting and paying for prostitutes is illegal, but being a prostitute and selling yourself is illegal as well. So you both go to jail. So why would she set him up with something that she would go to jail too for?
Shannon Sharpe to send her a picture of the money so she could have him arrested for solicitation of prostitutions. She plays dirty, brother. She plays dirty. She was lining up her ducks already when she said, send me what black man you know, Art, going to send a 19-year-old OnlyFans snow bunny a picture of $10,000. You know what
I'm telling you, she knew Shannon was trying to finesse her. He probably made promises to her before that she never got. Oh, babe, I'm going to get this for you. I got you. She come over, he dick her down. He give her the usual whatever. And he send her home with a wet ass, a bruised tonsil, and a fucking gaping pussy hole. Yes, that's what he used to do. So she's doing what these chicks think that they're, nah, let me FaceTime me with the bread. FaceTime me, let me see the money right now. Talking about you don't got no fucking PayPal or Cash App or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
that looks like?
Also, this goes into my point. I believe Shannon used to pay her bills. I don't think he used to give her large swats of money, because she would have been like, nigga, you do got PayPal. You sent me money there before. Oh, bro, yo, of course you got Cash App. You sent me there $5,000, whatever, or you sent me $20,000, you know?
Looks like I'm paying you for sex. That's prostitution. Puffy is being accused of that. R. Kelly was convicted of that. And the other thing she tried to get him on, Art, is the Mann Act. The Mann Act is a federal law that makes it illegal to transport women across state lines for purposes of sex.
Yo, listen, man. It's like y'all niggas just start reading. So this Mann Act shit. So the Mann Act of 1910 is like, I see her niggas on Clubhouse say this a lot. I could tell y'all have just been like reading up on sex trafficking. And I've heard Wack incorrectly state this. No, not because you flew a bitch out. That's not sex trafficking. Okay? Sex trafficking isn't just that simple. You get what I'm saying? But what actually does prohibit, and they usually use this in RICO acts or sex trafficking acts, is actually a slave trade. It's a slave trade law. It's actually, the Mann Act is a white slave traffic act, which means if you transport individuals for the purpose of prostitution, debauchery, or immoral purposes, really they meant also really slaves. The law was enacted then, which means if that turned into, that's the basis of what backs a sex trafficking law, if you get what I'm saying. So when you say a 19-year-old was trying to line him up for the Mann Act, like, here's the thing. There would need to be a federal investigation going on for that to even be a thing. No, this woman wasn't lining him up for no fucking Mann Act. This bitch just wanted $10,000 because she started realizing it's like, I think early on, she starts fucking him. She's like, oh, you know what? This is going to be my meal ticket. I think he's going to lock in with me. They start the baby talk shit, whatever. He starts to cut her off. He starts to wean her off. And she's starting to realize, I got to stop just letting him fuck because he's talking to me less. We're not doing as much. And he's only hitting me up when he wants to fuck. Let me make sure I get something out of it. And also, he's fucking other girls. So then she started making it transactional. That's what I believe. I don't think she wasn't setting it up until later on with the recorded calls and shit.
When Shannon Sharpe relocated to Las Vegas from Los Angeles, she followed him. When Shannon Sharpe relocated from California to Nevada, she followed him. If she could show that she was paid to cross state lines to have sex with this ex-NFL superstar, he could be accused of breaking federal law. See, the Mann Act art was created in 1910. And guess why the federal government created the Mann Act? To try to incarcerate the first black heavyweight champion, Jack Johnson. Remember, Jack Johnson was our first popular snow bunny hopper, right? He was the first black man who openly, even before it was acceptable, openly ran around the world with white girls. And so the U.S. Congress, 2 years after he became heavyweight champion of the world, 2 years after Jack Johnson became heavyweight champion of the world, the U.S. Congress created the Mann Act. He became champion in 1907, 1908. They passed the Mann Act in 1910. And by the way, Art, the Mann Act is also known as the White Slave Traffic Act. The White Slave Traffic Act. So she tried to get Shannon Sharpe to send her a picture of the money, Art, so she could get him arrested for prostitution, state charge in Nevada, and so she could get him arrested on the Mann Act, the White Slave Traffic Act, federal crime. She was playing dirty. But Shannon didn't fall for it. So guess what she does? She decides, I'm going to record the next sex act that we have. And when I record the next sex act that we have, I'm going to engineer this, allegedly, I'm going to engineer this to make it look like he SA'd me. So Art, she tapes it, she videos it, and allegedly, this video, the audio, has her telling him to stop. He allegedly doesn't stop. But guess what? When you listen to...
Now, what's very important here, chat, is, and this is why sometimes when you're in the mode of detangling with a woman, and let's say if it's toxic, you just want to just kind of just back off. If we look at the timing of the essay, or the two of them that she's alleging, Shannon Sharpe went to her apartment. She didn't go to his mansion. It appears that Shannon knew he fucked up and he wanted to go over there and slang some good old dick to make her feel good and make her get over it. She wasn't going for it. So usually when they're role playing and she's like, nah, don't do it, and he fucks her anyway, she's valid with that. These times, she was telling him, I don't want to do anything with you. Don't. Actually, I might be wrong, but I think even one time she didn't want him to come over and he popped up on her. So, you know, whether you want to say in the moment or not, but she interprets those sexual experiences very different. And yes, it was a bit of setup, if you ask me, because that following text, hey, Shannon, by the way, and I do think this is a real conversation that was sincere. She found out, remember, she found out he's fucking other women. They were doing freaky, nasty shit. She was saying, put the baby gravy in me. What does that tell you? She was getting fucked raw. She finds out he's fucking other women. You know what she says to him? I told you to use a condom. Anybody who dealt with a girl that your girl caught you cheating, your girl gonna be like, listen, I don't know what you got now, like whatever. Yeah, we not fucking raw. You need to put a condom on. That's what, it looked like she may have brought that up to Shannon. Shannon said, use a condom. Bitch, I never used a condom with you a day in my life. Now, the part that's a setup is that she put everything in writing to make sure she had a history and a notation of it. hey, remember I told you. I know it's bit used to be like that, but no means no, Shannon. No means no. Now, I'm gonna say something that's gonna be kind of unpopular. But I believe if Shannon had saw the writing on the wall, if Shannon gave her a baby afterwards and still fuck with her, yo, you ever seen a chick and you got to fake fuck with her after, like, you know what I mean, she start wilding on you, you got to like fake fuck with her for a little bit, just get her to chill. If Shannon had did that, or even gave her a baby, none of this happens. None of this happens. None of this happens. The problem why this happens is that the situation ended with her being upset. The situation ended with her feeling like she got nothing out of it. And that comes with a scorn. You heard Loose Cannon's wife say, oh, yeah, I cooperate with the feds to give him life or give him whatever. Oh, I got the videos of the... If Shannon... Listen, when she had sent that text to Shannon, I'm not defending anything. I don't know what happened. When she had sent that text to Shannon, Shannon should have kept fucking with her for 3 more years. He should have been taking her out on dates, all type of shit. You can't cut her off at that point. Can't. He should have really dropped a baby in her belly. This would have never been heard of. Because what was happening at that time, she was setting up insurance scams. She was setting up her insurance. She's like, you know what? I don't think this nigga gonna keep fucking with me much longer. Let me start setting up my insurance on what's going to happen. Or gain some leverage that I might need later. Because when I text him all the time, he don't really respond. When he horny and he wanna fuck me, I always respond to him. He's using me. And at some point, he might not want to use me. And I done moved from one place to another place following his ass. By the way, I do think Shannon paid for that place that she was staying in. But also, he probably started realizing, because he's a woman, she probably started saying, baby, why I got to live in this apartment? Why can't I just live in your house? You know a woman going to say that after a while, right? You living up in that big old mansion. Why I got to live in the apartment? I thought I'm your bitch. I thought we gonna have kids. Well, I can't live in a, Shannon, I need my space and, my kids be coming over. Like, tell her all type of bullshit. I'm gonna get you this apartment. I don't think she does, bro, I don't think making her look like a stalker is saying, oh, she just randomly, no. She of course wanted to be close to you. She didn't live with you because you probably told her some bullshit, gaslit her, and you got her an apartment. Ain't no goddamn 19 or 20. If you were really trying to get away from her, she ain't gonna figure out where you living at now and be able to get an apartment close to where you at. She's like 20. Nigga, you're doing it.
To this, it sounds as if he could very well be continuing because she is a BDSM freak. If you are normally having aggressive sex art, if you are normally having bondage and domination in submissive sex, if you are having sadomasochistic sex, how do you know when it's sex and how do you know when it's assault? When does the sex stop and when does the assault begin? And it appears to me, Art, that she didn't have a problem with him sodomizing her. She had a problem with him not using a condom when he did it. But then my question becomes, if y'all were already having unprotected sex for nearly 2 years, why did you need him to wear a condom this time?
So you're missing the point. She found out he's fucking other women. And he's been seeing her less and less. So now when she finally gives him the pussy, because he done convinced her to come over, she's saying, no, babe, we're not getting that freaky this time. Shannon probably, the normal shit for Shannon, he fuck her for 20 minutes in the pussy and he take his dick out and stick it right in the asshole. she's looking at him like, we ain't doing that. Nah, we ain't doing that no more. And put a condom on. And he like,
I'll tell you why she needed him to wear a condom this time, Art, because she was setting him up, as he rightfully said, for the shakedown.
no,
For
because he was fucking other women.
the shakedown. So first of all, Art, she wanted a baby out of Shannon because for a snow bunny dating a wealthy black man, a baby is financial insurance.
That is true.
For a snow bunny dating a successful black man, the mixed race baby, the big black baby, is my financial insurance. She thought Shannon Sharpe was into her until the infamous Instagram Live scandal. You remember that? When Shannon Sharpe was caught on tape banging out a snow bunny on Instagram Live. He claimed he didn't put the Instagram Live on. We will never know the story, but that ain't the point. The point, Art, is she was looking for a baby until Shannon cheated on her with the Instagram Live scandal. Everything changed after the Instagram Live, Art. Everything changed. She went from wanting to be a baby mama to being an extortionist. Because after that, it became all about the money. She told Shannon, she said, I know you missed this big, juicy booty. I don't know what booty she talking about, Art, because I didn't see no booty. I saw 2 pale, ashy, extra flat buttermilk biscuits. I don't know what booty she claiming she got. But anyway, she told Shannon, you have to pay me $25,000 for each one of my cheeks. $25K for the left cheek, $25K for the right cheek. Here's the problem with that, Art. If he only needed to pay you 50 grand for your flat cheeks, 50K, how did you end up at 50 million? Art, she said 25K for each cheek. That's only 50 grand. So how did we go from 0 to 100 in a couple weeks? You just wanted 50 grand. But your lawyer, Tony Busby, wants 50 million. Here's why I believe the power structure might be involved, Art. You are not going to convince me that a 19-year-old OnlyFans model, I don't care if she black, white, brown, yellow, or red, you are not going to convince me that if you offer a 19-year-old OnlyFans model who sells videos of her body for cash apps on the regular.
That's true.
She sells videos and pictures of her body on the internet for cash apps. And she gets offered $10 million to walk away when she only asks for 50 grand. Think about this, Art. She only asks for 50 grand. Shannon Sharpe says, I'm going to give you 10 million to walk away. And she says no.
Yeah, I agree with
Art,
that.
do you know of anybody on OnlyFans? Do you know of any 19-year-old teenager who, if offered 10 million to shut up and go away, when they only wanted 50 grand, do you know of any 19-year-old girl who is not going to take the 10 million?
Anybody taking 10 million?
Thank you. You on OnlyFans. You making money by selling your body, so you clearly not doing too well in these streets. You get offered 10 million and you turn it down? I believe the NFL power structure, or maybe the white media power structure, or maybe the white podcast power structure. Somebody was jealous of Shannon Sharpe's upcoming $100 million contract. Somebody was jealous of Shannon Sharpe's upcoming $100 million contract, and they intervened at the level of Tony Busby, or they intervened at the level of Gabriella Azu-Nix. One or the other. Because ain't no 19-year-old OnlyFans model turning down no 10K. Somebody wanted Shannon Sharpe embarrassed. Somebody wanted Shannon Sharpe humiliated. Somebody wanted Shannon Sharpe's financial future destroyed. But Shannon Sharpe made a big mistake, Art. He made the same mistake Sean Puffy Combs made. You know what that is? Offering too much money too soon. Remember when we had our last conversation, I said what? Puffy messed up when he offered Cassie that amount of money in less than 24 hours. It makes you look guilty. It makes you look guilty. Shannon Sharpe offered the 19-year-old Snow Bunny $10 million. That was too much money, and it was too soon. And where there's smoke, there's fire. So Tony Busby in the white power structure allegedly stepped in and said, if he can give you 10 that easy, if he can give you 10.
Okay, the facts on this ain't correct. The 10 million was offered back in February. So they kind of knew what he was working with. Second of all, the Cassie thing, apparently the money, I don't know if did he had offered money in mediation or like, pre-litigation mediation or arbitration or just negotiation, whatever. But it would appear that it would be an amount that was tantamount to kind of what he felt it was worth. So I actually don't agree with yeah, actually Diddy shouldn't pay that shit. Yeah, it already came out. You should have paid it before, yeah. If he was going to pay it all. Or he should have fought it from the get-go, right?
That easy. Remember, Shannon was bragging when he was talking about how the Cat Williams interview made him more money than he ever made in the NFL. Remember that, Art?
I remember that.
So he's letting people know that the pockets is kind of heavy. So when he offered Gabriella Asu Ninjas $10 million, they said, oh, we can get a whole lot more than that. The shame of it all, Art, is we don't even know if Shannon going to get the $100 million contract now. I hope he does. I want what's best for my brother. I hope Shannon still gets his $100 million deal. It's hard out here for a black man. But Art, if they suing him for $50 million, what if he don't get the $100 million deal? Think about that. I don't know what he's worth. I don't pocket watch. But let's just say Shannon don't get it, and I hope he does. Knock on wood. But if Shannon don't get the $100 million, Art, and the court award her $50 million, what if he don't even have $50 million? What if he don't even have $50 million? They would have been better, Art, and I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they showed their hand. But they would have been better off waiting until he got his contract. They would have been better off waiting.
Yeah, people keep saying this stupid ass shit. Wait till he get the contract. You know how it goes? Let me tell you how it goes. You're going to get, he signs a $100 million contract, 5 years, $20 million each year, right? Even though it's usually probably going to stagger it up. So 15 first year, 17 second year. Third year, 19, fourth year, 22, fifth year, 25. That's how contracts go because they want you to perform better. Same how NFL sports contracts go. You get me? You get paid more, and usually the last 2 years it will be options, right? That if again they want to drop you, they could drop you, and they still save some money, and you have a performance incentive because you're getting a raise every year. Okay, so they give him $15 million the first year. Effective as soon as this lawsuit gets announced, they're dropping him. And he's not getting paid the rest of the money. So maybe he gets $1 million, then he doesn't get paid the rest 99. This idea that if he had signed on the dotted line, they wire him over $100 million, now he has $100 million that he could pay you with is like asinine and stupid. Like, what contract works like that? Who just gets $100 million? It doesn't work like that. And they're going to cancel the contract no matter when. They're going to cancel the contract no matter when. So this idea is to say, let him get his money, then sue. He ain't going to see that money either. Unless you wait 5 years, and in 5 years, he's going to say he spent it. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Waiting until he had his contract so they could show that he got the money. But you coming in for a cash out before he's even signed the contract. Bad move on their part.
No, I hate stupid people, bro. Which contract works like that? Yo, we're going to give you $100 million for 5 years. You sign the contract, here's $100 million, but keep working for free for 5 years. Not for free, but just keep working for 5 years. No, they're going to stagger it.
But that was good luck for Shannon. Now, let me back up a little bit, Art. I got some questions for Tony Busby and Gabriella Zuniga. If I am Shannon Sharpe's attorney, Lanny Davis, if I am Shannon Sharpe's attorney, Lanny Davis, I got some questions, Art. Question number 1, Gabriella Zuniga. You claim that Shannon Sharpe was abusive and controlling for the entire 2-year relationship. If Shannon Sharpe was abusive and controlling during the entire 2-year relationship, why did you pack up and follow him to Las Vegas from California?
Facts. All right, that's facts. And by the way, that's what a lot of things that she's going to say is going to fall on deaf ears. I think it's going to be bullshit. The only thing is that if that tape looks crazy, if the tape looks crazy,
if he was abusing you in Los Angeles, don't you think he would also be abusing you in Las Vegas? So why did you follow an abusive man from one state to another? That don't make no sense. Question number 2. Gabriella Zuniga, you claim that Shannon Sharpe SA'd you twice. October of 2024, January of 2025. You claim allegedly he SA'd you October 2024, January 2025. If he SA'd you,
yeah, I seen Shannon on the cleanup tour. Not Shannon, Stephen A. He's trying to clean up his comments about Shannon. Him and Shannon probably don't talk no more. If Shannon talks to him, Shannon's a clear sucker. But I think he's going to do a cleanup tour that when later on he explains that Shannon don't talk to him, he's going to say, hey, I went on platforms and I said what my bosses said, and I also defended Shannon. I don't know why Shannon doesn't talk to me anymore. Maybe it's because he felt he got pushed out. He can't blame me. The lawsuit caused it. I campaigned to the bosses to bring him over here. So, yeah, he's doing the cleanup tour. But unless I see Shannon acknowledge Stephen A., I think Shannon see what time it is.
in October of 2024, why didn't you call the police? You mean to tell me you're a privileged white girl? You was just SA'd by one of the most popular former athletes in NFL history, and you don't call the police. You do not seek to take this man off the street. You are not fearful that he might not try to do this to you again. You don't tell the police at all that you were SA'd by this big, black, muscular athlete. That don't make any sense. Art, 5,000 black men were hanged in this country from emancipation.
Okay, all good. All good, man. Chat, I'm gonna end that there. I think we're about to call it. I'm gonna read some donations. Most hated GOAT, thank you for the 5. So, we appreciate streaming this late and stretching topics. No Diddy. Even if you miss a day, the consistency in April alone is respected and acknowledged. I thank you guys for that. Maconio says, I need to talk to you. What up? What you got to talk to me about? Let me know. If it's personal, you could definitely email me. X Umber says, I hope you're all seeing it. Wack brought her up here to add a video now on Loose. He's fouled. I thought at first Wack didn't want them locked up. Now that Wack seeing he's the rat, he's got content. I don't think Wack's a rat, but I do think Wack is smart. Like, for example, Wack has a sizable platform too. I listen to Wack on Clubhouse every day. Wack could have brought her on Clubhouse and quizzed her. Wack strategically, I guarantee she's probably going to be on No Jumper and Adam's going to ask her the same shit. Wack is putting, what Wack is going to be like? Bro, the lady said she just wanted to say her truth. I connected with Akademiks. You know what I mean? So Wack is really smart. He's a shrewd individual. You got to know. T-Vel says, Wack 100 strikes again. The Omens then says, this is better than the Kendrick and Drake talk. Like, bruh, let it go. Lakers says, top 5 always derailing the stream. AK tripping, or act tripping. Omens then says, bruh, hairline says he's 48. Who are you talking about?